So, ElkY, after many misunderstandings and things like that, finally we meet you. First of all, our Finnish users, they would like to know where comes your nickname, ElkY? Can you tell about it?
Well, actually it was a nickname I used to play video games, and then when I moved to South Korea, the Koreans, they can't pronounce my real name because it's hard for them to pronounce the R. So they just call me ElkY, and when I first played poker also, I was playing online only, so I used the ID ElkY, and then I play online for 2 years before I go to live tournaments. So when I meet someone in live tournaments and he played with me, he just called me ElkY.
Yes.
And it was kind of natural, it was like easy to remember. So.
Yes. So we have been wondering, how is it possible that every time when you sit at a new tournament table in the beginning of the event, you seem to be 100% ready to play against the opponents, and you have a very quick and very right idea about the opponents. Tell about this.
Well, I try to observe and get a lot of information at the beginning of the tournament. I think it's very important, and like experience helps a lot also. But beginning tournament, a lot of players, they kind of like don't pay too much attention because the blind are really small and the pots are usually small, so you can play tight and get away with it, and it's not like the pots are so big or every decision. It doesn't seem that important, but if you pay a lot of attention, actually you can get a lot of details, and it helps a lot, I think.
Yeah, especially I think that you very quickly find the worst players in the tables when you start to play. Do you think so?
Yeah, of course. I really focus on that, and I try to see the weakest players at the table, because obviously it's the players I'm going to try to play a lot more pots against and try to get chips from. And I always like try to evaluate what kind of players have some image of me. If someone only saw me on TV bluffing all the time, because then I will like play really tight against him. But if some guy is kind of scared of me, then I would like maybe bluff him a little bit more. So I just really try to adapt my game depending which one I'm playing.
Yes. You have been playing a lot against Finnish players, especially in these EPT high roller events. You have been playing a lot against Juha Helppi. What you say again about Juha?
Juha is definitely a very tough opponent. Yeah, he's a very tough opponent. He knows a lot about the flow of the game, and he's like picks his spot pretty well. He's like pretty aggressive, but at the same time he doesn't play too many hands, so it's like kind of hard to. And he has like pretty tight image, so he just uses it very well, I think. So it's tough to play against him for sure.
Yes, and the other opponent you have been playing a lot against is definitely ElkY, Zygmunt Sahamoe. Yes. What do you say about ElkY?
ElkY is really hard to play because he's kind of crazy, and he doesn't like he's a really good poker player, but at the same time, sometimes he doesn't care that much. So he's like really tough to play because he would like make a lot of moves and like make a lot of play in like crazy spots, because like yeah, he really like can gamble hard, but he changes gear a lot also. Yeah. It's like the fact that he's kind of crazy like that is really hard to play against him, because you never know what he has or what he, and you know he can do like anything at any time.
Yes.
But Juha is kind of like a bit more conservative, so it's like a great player, and you can't get too much chips from Juha, but at the same time you can like you can kind of avoid each other. It's possible, because we respect each other. But when ElkY, it's like if he's at the table, it's impossible to avoid him because he's every hand all the time.
Yes.
So it's like very hard to play against him, especially when he gets chips.
Yes. So the EPT season 6 is almost in the end, and what are your plans in the future? On this summer, are you going to World Series?
Yes, I'm going to World Series for sure. It's like kind of my biggest goal is really to get a bracelet, because it's the only title I don't have now. So I'm going to try very hard this summer, yeah.
Okay. Thank you for the interview, and good luck for the bracelet hunt.
You're welcome.